Oh, hello, it's yourselves. Oh, forgot that fucking hang on. I'm going to the shops, so I better no take too long anyway. So, what we saying this week? I'm on holiday still, as you know. I should have been away, couldn't get away, so we booked another wee holiday, didn't the caravan for a week. New rules come out, couldn't go day there. 2 holidays cancelled in 4 weeks, man. See, before I get a holiday, by the time I end up getting a holiday, I bet you Boris Johnson will probably be favour to cut him more reins at least for any has got a bloody holiday. So, what we've been doing anyway, hanging about Wishy, or rather Wishaw. Posh people don't call it Wishy, it's Wishaw. Not a lot today in Wishaw, but talking about the thing I'd noticed this week. One of these weeks I've been watching things and things have been getting me a wee bit annoyed. But Wishaw, not a lot today. But people from Wishaw used to have an accent. When I grew up, you had an accent. Alright, man, how's it going? What you saying? That's what they all talk like that, because that's all the people that you hung about with. They all talk like that. But I'm thinking nowadays, and I'm listening to the young team, and the way they're talking, and they're all talking completely different from the way we did. We got our accent when we grew up, because we hung about with folk, as I say, we kind of talked the same way as the folk local accent. But nowadays, kids don't hang about with MD. They're watching the telly all the time. So rather having the accent of the people you hang about with, it depends on what kind of TV programmes they're watching. A few years' time, you're going to have 30-year-olds going about talking like Peppa Pig. It'll be absolutely ridiculous and unbelievable. But watching the telly, I don't watch Peppa Pig, I used to. I don't watch it now. Watching the telly and that, and I seen an advert, they're built new houses down beside me. This is another thing we'll need to watch out for, us folks staying schemes and staying wishy and no Wishaw. Things we'll need to watch out for. Right, built these new houses down at my bit. Just at the end of Meadowhead Road, Craig Newcastle and Wishaw. So, it's a scheme. Right, they built these new houses and the advertisement, it says, they're in the castings on Ravenscraig. I was like, I can't remember what Ravenscraig was, but when it was a work. But the castings, and lo and behold, it is. It is. They've changed the maps, totally changed the maps. Don't know if it is in Craignook or it's no. But you've got houses at this side of it, right? Meadowhead Road, then all of a sudden, the next door neighbour, they're no in Meadowhead Road. They're in the castings. Folk across the road for them, they're in Meadowhead Road. Folk to the left of them, Meadowhead Road. Folk to the right. But no, these new big fancy houses are in an estate. And now, the estates, they're calling, as I say, the castings in Ravenscraig. So, they're devouring the schemes. I've noticed this is happening all over. I've noticed this quite a lot. Nobody wants to live in the scheme anywhere. They all want to live in the estate. So, brand new estate coming your way. Half a Craignook nicked, man. Oh, I don't believe it. They're eating the schemes away. These schemes need to watch. So you've got these new houses, the castings, where they're built as well, right where the Ravenscraig Steelworks, where the entrance was. So I wouldn't be surprised if the houses are haunted with Thatcher. They built other ones down the bottom of the brae, the bottom of the hill, just down the road for it, They built ones as well, and someday in their infinite wisdom, there's a few years ago they built these, they called them Savile Row. Sounded very posh, didn't it? Was it for yourself, like, I'm from the estate, Savile Row, just down the bottom of the hill. But that was fine. Everybody liked, Savile Row, ideal. Then Uncle Jimmy, he started his carry on, he got caught out, didn't he? Yeah, nobody wanted to be known as somebody that came from Savile Row anymore. I'm just down the bottom of the hill, it's Savile Row. Aye, so at the bottom of Jimmy's hill. But then, we don't call it Savile Row, we just call it the houses down the brae, or down the hill, whatever you want to say yourself. But posh houses in the estates, watch them. If you stay in a scheme, bit by bit we're disappearing. Another thing I noticed about the estates and the schemes and things, on that telly again, and I was watching it, your postcode lottery, seen the advert for that. Oh, the happy people with the big cheque under their arm. Hi, you've just won the postcode lottery. They're no coming to my bit, my scheme, my street. They've got Zopic and posh houses that's winning it. Chap, 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 and the big fancy door, and the wee woman comes, oh, hello. Oh, I've got a big cheque for you, you Brammer. You've just won the postcode lottery, my dear. Oh, absolutely fantastic. That's lovely. Johnny, just come and listen to this. The young chap says, the cheeky, cheery cunt for the telly, just telling me here, we've won the postcode lottery, big cheque, and they've got a bottle of champagne. MD for the scheme buys one. These cheery, cheapy chappies are not going to come chapping on your door saying, oh, you've won the postcode lottery. Celebration, there's your big cheque. No, we'll get it'll be a recorded delivery. Here's your cheque, and if you want to celebrate, you get yourself a crate of bucky with that money, no bother. So bugger that, I'm not buying the postcode lottery. What I reckon is, years ago when we all started schemes and we didn't have these estates, the people for noticed in schemes are always somebody with an old speedboat, big boat under gearing that looks as if it's lay there for years. I used to always wonder, they're not really that near the water, but every scheme's got one. Have a walk round if you're from the scheme or in your near a scheme. Have a wee walk round, your fun one. Somebody with a big old boat doesn't go anywhere, sitting in their garden. Well, years ago, there used to be a quiz show called Bullseye, and I reckon that the scheme people were on Bullseye quite a lot, because that was one of the most popular prizes, is speedboat that goes nowhere. But if you're not for that area, you'll not care what I'm talking about. Folk don't care what I'm talking about most of the time anyway, so yeah, it annoys me. Everything annoys me. I've been annoyed to hell this week, but because I missed my holiday, I don't know why I'm going about, me and what annoys me and all that. Well, I'll tell you one thing that did annoy me, right? It was terrifying. My mate's blind, he didn't see, and he was up the street, and he was going to cross the lights at Greg's and Wishy, so Greg's will need to get a hold of him and tell him about this. See, in Greg's, when they're making bridies, they're in the big oven, right? And when they're ready, the oven goes beep, 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 and you're like, that's the bridies ready, Jean, bridies are ready, but beep, 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 but good eye. See, when you're outside, Greg, and you're slowing at the traffic lights and you're blind, the traffic lights you expect to hear the sound beep, 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 which they normally do, same as the oven, unfortunately. So the blind person, my friend, walks right out in front of a motor, nearly got back and killed. Luckily he was fine, he was alright, but Greg's, you need to think about that one. You need to watch, with a lawsuit going in against these. Oh, I'm going on and on and on, rant. I could go on all day with rants, but I'm actually fed up listening to myself. But I'll tell you a cheery wee story. It's cheery, but it was an unfortunate and a sad circumstances, but it cheered me up, the story. My friend Stephen told me, right, this couple of years ago, and it was funny, and it was true, but that's it. So Stephen, if you're watching, thanks for this wee story. I'd like to share it. I hope you've not got copyright on it or anything, but the wee story basically went, his mum's pal Margaret, her husband Danny passed away, right, this time of the year last year, and he had the funeral and everything, and everything went well, and they thought, well, Margaret thought, we'll book the hall across the road, so they booked the United Services to have this wee tea for Danny, and she says to the neighbours and the friends and family and people, I've got the hall for a wee tea, come out, we'll get a wee blether and reminisce, and talk about the good times, and Danny did a good send off the day, we'll get a blether. That's ideal, Margaret. We'll all come here, and the toddlers across up the road and into the United Services. But unbeknown to them, and kind of unfortunate in a way, the United Services were having a party that night, a Halloween party. They'd already booked for it, and unfortunately the folk had come in. It's no funny, but it's one of the ones, isn't it? And they'd come in before it, the people, and decorated the hall for that night, so they had all their skeletons and cobwebs, tombstones, wee skulls with lights on them on the tables, and skeletons, all the gear, coffin in the corner and all that, and Halloween things, but unfortunately the people for Danny's funeral, post-funeral tea, they all toddles there, and into the hall they go, and they're all kind of walking in and looking about, and they're like, oh, in the name of goodness, Margaret, I really don't know if this is the kind of tea, or this is the kind of send off your Danny with a wanted. I think you've went a wee bit over the score, my dear. And Margaret's like, whoa. Yeah, well, that was cheered me up, that one as well. It will be Halloween in a couple of days, so I know my favourite dad joke's absolutely rubbish, but I'm going to tell you, 'cause it's my favourite Halloween ghost dad joke, right? Two ghosts walking down a corridor, and another wee ghost jumps out and goes, woo! They're like, you fucking dare you doing? I crap myself there, I thought you were a bed sheet. It's rotten, isn't it? It is absolutely rotten. Right, Boris will be back the end of next week. He'll be telling you about your can and canny day, him and Nicola, giving you all the ins and outs, what's for doing and what's for no doing. So you behave yourselves to, don't be ducking for apples and strangers' basins, and have a good week and stay in and watch a film. Right, boo!